miss this rooftop deck when I move into my tiny house. I, for some reason, like being high up, and even though, like, I look over the railing, there's another person's rooftop, see, like, right there. It's just like the expansiveness of it. It's really nice to be able to come up, and there's nothing above me. Today is such a beautiful day. It's supposed to rain over there. I can see the harbor with the ships, cruise ships and Navy ships. And then to the right is the downtown. I can smell now like somebody's barbecue. The wonderful thing about living in an urban setting is that there's always constantly something going on, good or bad. I don't know if you can hear, besides the wind, sorry. It sounds like it's coming from over there. Like there's music playing, there's festivals going on not too far from here. There's always something going on in the inner harbor, and then we have a flea market that's going on behind me. Kinda wanna go to the flea market, but at the same time I don't feel like going to the flea market. Inside, I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced this, but there's things that I feel like, oh yeah, I would want to do, and then when I think about doing them, I'm like, oh, do I really want to do it? I don't know. And then when I don't have the opportunity to do it, like if I move someplace and there's no flea market or whatever, then I'm like, oh man, I really should have gone to the flea market. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna miss this. However, also last night there was a situation, some sort of gunfight, because it was pretty loud and it was a lot of police sirens, and I mean sirens, let's just say, ambulance sirens and police sirens, but that lasted for a while, and sometimes it can be a little scary. During the day, for the most part, it's not scary. At night, it's probably not scary either. I just have this thing where I hear a lot, probably 30 minutes after that situation occurred. My housemates came home, and to them, they probably didn't hear anything. I mean, whenever my housemate Zach hears what I know as a gunshot, he usually says it's, what does he say? Like a firecracker? Now, if I didn't grow up, like around in the inner city, I mean, I was born in Detroit and I grew up in the suburbs, and my parents, for the most part, out of all of their siblings, were the only ones that lived outside of Detroit. So I spent a lot of time, with my cousins and stuff in Detroit. So I think it served me in the capacity that I keep my wits about me, walking up and down the streets. Hopefully, you can get your guard down in other places. Like I could move out to the country and have my guard down, and then something happens, something stupid. But if I hear a gunshot, I know it's a gunshot. Basically is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'll miss this because I don't have any place, I don't think, where I'm going, where I don't know of any other place that has these rooftop decks. When I saw the pictures online when I was scoping out places to move temporarily until my house was done, when I saw the pictures of this rooftop, I was like, that's where I'm gonna live. It's really nice. What would be better for me is if I could see people walking, like if I had a view of the park, or if I had the view of like the inner harbor, the restaurants and everything, see like people living their lives. I'm one of those people that I like to people watch, so that would make this experience. And then if I had like the ocean on this side and people doing stuff on that side, oh, forget it. That's probably why I don't live in a place like that, because I wouldn't ever do anything. I would just sit there and watch the ocean and watch people. I don't know, maybe not. I might like get out and go and do stuff, but I would love it. So we just put, well, I shouldn't say we. When I say we, I mean my housemates. Just put the pillows out. So like nice. You can sit and you can like read or vlog or talk on the phone or just sit and listen to the city noises. So I have been calling my tiny house builder, Scott, and I've been sending him text messages. I've sent him emails, and he is not responding. I don't know what the deal is. I'm so, um, I don't know, confused about why he would uh, run a business where he's not communicating with the people he's building a house for. I mean, are you sure you may have, you got some money, but I mean, that's not a good way to do business. Why would you, like, I'm your customer. You're building my house for me, and you're not responding to any of my stuff. And it's not like now I'm contacting him every day. Before I wasn't, because I would just like wait, 3 or 4 days, which I probably shouldn't have done that. But I'm like, he's busy. I don't want to like overwhelm him, all that bull crap. Now it's gotten to the point where it's just like I just feel completely disrespected. Man, it's really, I'm really frustrated, and I'm a little anxious. I'm not sure why he is ignoring me, because that when you don't answer someone, that's the translation. It'd be different if like a couple days later, or even that day, like when he sees my text messages or something, or he sees that I called and he's not answering my phone call, that he sends me a message saying, Tanisha, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna call you, blah blah blah, or give me a day or two and I'll call you. Like, I get nothing. Like, it's complete silence, and I'm not sure what that's about. And the other thing that really kind of jump started me was the fact that there's this other guy that I'm working with named Josh and Mitzi. They're also tiny housers, and they've been kind of my go-between with Scott. And so sometimes I will ping Josh to see if he's spoken with him, and he hasn't. But the reason that prompted this whole anxiety thing is that Josh went over, because I'm still trying to finalize everything for my solar system, and because Scott hasn't given me the information that I needed of what my load's going to be for my appliances, Josh went over to see if he could figure it out, like as a workaround to help Scott out, and my batteries weren't there anymore. So I'm like, where all my stuff, Scott said, is supposed to be all in one place. So now why are the batteries no longer there? Those are expensive. I'm really attempting not to be stressed or feel stressed. I can decide not to be stressed and just to kind of let it flow. But at the same time, like, this is business and you got to keep on top of people. Otherwise, they'll take advantage of you. And I told Scott that I was going to be vlogging, but I guess he doesn't care. Because I'm like a puny person with only 5 subscribers at this point. So what does he care if 5 people who don't even have an desire to live in a tiny house, let alone have him build their tiny house? He doesn't care. Just kind of like continue to be in my best spirits and to continue to like be excited about moving into my tiny house. So I haven't talked with Ann, the lady I'm supposed to move my house to. I don't have my truck just in case I need to move my house from Ann's land at some point. So I still got a lot of pieces here that seem very simple. It just seems like it's just taking really long for me to get everything into place. We'll see how everything goes. Okay, sorry guys. So my camera on my phone, I forgot to, what did I forget to do? Erase the videos that were on there, and so I had too many, and so the storage was used up. So now I have a different camera. You see like the storm clouds over here looming, so it's gonna like possibly start pouring raining. So this is a row house. All of these like are on tiny streets, like you can barely fit a car down the streets, and all of them like kind of just are right up on the street. Those of you who have watched previous vlogs know that, because you've seen me walk up and down some of the streets. And so what people don't normally see is the back of the houses. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. So for us, this here is the deck just below the one that I'm on, the rooftop deck, and that is off of the master bedroom. And then just below that is the patio area that's off of the kitchen.